Is the Podgram.
You see, you're on fire today.
Sitting here in the dark, I realized I didn't turn the lights on.
The Podgram with Tom and Christy.
It's sad that this is the world that we live in.
Here, let me stop and tie my shoe right in front of you so you can't drive.
The Podgram.
All of a sudden, I hear...
Well, I don't really care.
Join the conversation. 855-PODGRAM.
You bust your ass.
Yeah.
The Podgram with Tom and Christy starts now.
Good morning. It is, I don't know, I think it's Monday. It might be Monday. It is Monday. And we're back on YouTube Live right now. Not Facebook Live yet, because they only let you have a certain amount of space over there. But anyway, let's get to why you really came to check out the show today. Let's say hello to our good friend, Christy. Good morning to you.
You're so bad.
I know. What are you going to do?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm better.
Well, yeah. It's funny because you sent me a Facebook message.
I did.
And you said, and it was, I don't know, it was like 20 till, something like that. And you said, are we doing the show today? Or something like that.
Are we on or are we off?
That's what you said. Yeah. And I didn't really feel like it, to be honest with you. I just really didn't feel like it. Because as you know, I've been like really, really dog sick of late. Yeah. And I really didn't feel like doing it. But the thing is, I can't really tell you no.
I know.
And I knew.
I don't ask for stuff.
And I knew. Sorry, I'm over here trying to find the YouTube thing.
That's okay.
So that we can look at the live chat, even though, we probably won't see anybody. But that's okay. That's all right. So I've been like really sick. But to be honest, though, I feel pretty good,
Oh.
Now, I don't know. Let me turn this down so we don't get a whole bunch of feedback for a second here. And then mute it. There we go. All right. Now I can see the... one watching now. That must be me. And so anyway... So you know that I ended up going back for a chest x-ray. Now, I don't know. We haven't done the show since then. And they said, okay, well, your pneumonia has pretty much gone away, but you have new pneumonia. So we're going to have to do the whole, antibiotic thing again, but we got to give you something different this time. We can't give you the same thing again.
No.
And so they gave me this high-powered stuff. I've never even seen a pill like this before. It's a capsule. They're like
horse pills. They're huge.
Well, it is, and it tells you could open it and sprinkle it on food.
Oh.
That's how big this thing is. It comes in like a salt shaker. Add to, seasoned food with, yeah. So I'm not doing that.
No, because it tastes horrible.
I'm sure it does. Yeah, I don't know what it is have you ever had, is it Mucinex? The one with the little green guy on the commercial? It's moving out of somebody's lung. Yeah. You ever had that?
Yeah.
Why do the pills taste like mildew?
I don't know.
Why do they? Because the first time I was like, man, we got some bad pills. We better throw these out and get some more. Tastes like mildew. That's not right.
Ew.
But then we got a new box here last week, and they taste like mildew too. Is it maybe because they don't want kids eating them, and they,
Maybe.
Maybe not. Maybe that's just how they are. Maybe they are mildewy. Maybe I'm getting old stock. I don't know.
I don't know. No, because I seem to recall having a similar conversation with my brother at one point, like smelling them and him going, should I be taking this?
I know. Well, but meds in general are like that. Do you really want to take any of them? Really?
Well, I mean, everything is supposed to be, the bitter taste or the nasty, that's why they don't make it.
Cassidy Burkeen waving over on YouTube. Thanks so much for coming by. Woohoo, yeah.
Yay.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. We've got a viewer. That's pretty neat. Yeah.
Woohoo.
Yeah. Cassidy, I have to warn you, I got nothing to talk about today.
Well, I do.
But you do.
Because normally, I mean, okay, so you said, are we on or are we off?
No, you said that.
Right.
And then I said, well.
I said, are we on or are we off?
Let me take a quick shower.
Now, when you said that, when I said that and you said, okay, let me grab a quick shower.
Because I asked you back if you felt like doing it. That was what I asked you.
And I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And
I'm thinking, crap.
I think I kind of needed somebody to hold my feet in the fire for this.
Because I had my hair ratted up in a ponytail. I had no intention of doing my hair.
Yeah.
I had no intention of putting on a face today.
Yeah.
I'm totally sportscaster in it today. I'm wearing, like shorts on the bottom and like nice shirt on the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because nobody's going to see me from like here down.
I know. You could actually not even have a whole shirt on. It could just be cut off, I
could have like one of those Dickies on,
Right.
Just like the
turtleneck thing. Yeah. Yeah. So
at 23 minutes after you said that, and I went, crap, and I went running. And I thank the dear Lord. I bought this flat iron thing that unsnaps or you snap the thing and it becomes a curling iron. Then you unsnap it and it's a flat iron. 2-in-1. Love it.
Okay.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. And it gave me gorgeousness.
This is a girly hair care product. Is that what this is?
No,
that we're talking
it's a curling iron.
Well, it's a girly hair care thing.
Well, yeah, sort of, but I mean, I'm like impressed. I love it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it worked out real well. Let's get
it was like $20. I'm loving it.
Let's get a close up on the hair. There we go.
It's good hair day.
You have it's almost like it's funny because every time your hair can be so completely different from one day to the next.
Yeah, I mean, I can go. I mean, this is straight.
Yeah.
And I can go from like super scrunchy curly to straight to I love my hair.
Yeah.
It's probably the thing I love about me the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's got that one thing that they like about themselves. This is like, I've always loved my hair.
I see.
Always.
I see.
But, let's see, what was it? Friday?
Yeah.
Was it Friday?
I don't know. Was it?
Oh, no, it was Thursday. I was having a pretty craptastic day Thursday.
Yeah.
We were set up. We were getting ready to do the show. We were, I got like all dialed up to do the show.
Yeah.
Like I was ready.
And then I hose bagged you.
And then you said, I have a doctor's appointment at 9:30.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's all right. I got to go out anyway. Right.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, well, this one contact is not feeling right. So I'm going to go take it out.
Now, hold on. Let me pause you there because Cassidy is talking to us on the YouTube live feed. And do you know her?
Okay.
Do you know her?
No.
You don't know Cassidy?
No.
She says she has wavy hair. And then yeah.
Cool.
That is cool. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Naturally wavy hair is awesome.
What was the kid on Charlie Brown? Natalie Curly Hair.
Yeah.
Who remembers Charlie Brown now, right?
I do.
Just shows how old I am.
Does.
Yeah.
Well, because the Peanuts did a whole, Renaissance thing. They did a comeback.
Yeah. So anyway, you're saying.
So I thought, well, I'll go take my contacts out because, this one's kind of bothering me. And I'm like, looking like I have a facial tick, right?
Hi.
So I'm going to go take this one out. So
yeah.
I go in the bathroom and like my right one comes right out.
Yep.
Okay. Left one, not so much.
Yeah.
The left one, apparently at some point in the 15 minutes I was digging around in my eyeball.
Yeah.
It fell out.
Yeah.
You want to show them the picture?
Yeah, we'll go to the picture.
I wound up scratching my eye in 6 places.
Wow.
Digging out my contact.
Wow. And then there's we have the other picture too.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
That was after the first one you showed was after 2 days.
Okay. And then this one, what is this one here?
This is right before I went to the eye doctor. I mean, you can see like all the makeup is like bleeding down my face.
Yeah. It looks like you've been smoking something there and you need some
and you
Cheetos.
Can see like the white of my eye is like so swollen up.
Yeah.
It's like my eye it was so swollen and it hurt so bad. I couldn't even touch the underside of my eye.
Yeah.
So I have to use steroidal eye drops and antibiotic. steroidal eye drops for 7 days.
I hate eye drops. I hate them worse.
Nothing. They're no big deal.
Oh, no, I hate them worse than poking my finger to take my my blood glucose. 10 minutes after right now.
The Podgram with Tom and Christy. Join the conversation. 855-PODGRAM.
Well, thanks so much for joining us right here on the Podgram. You can catch us on YouTube Live right now. Cassidy Burkeen is in the live chat over on YouTube and on TuneIn. TuneIn is the other thing. You can get it on your phone. You can listen to it on your Amazon thingy-mabobber. And you can also do, what's the other thing you can do on the Amazon? There's another app that you can do. It's on our website, and you can check us out on the website at thepodgram.com. And if you'd like to send email to us, tom@thepodgram.com or christy@thepodgram.com.
Love to hear from you.
So there you go. Do you remember how to even get in that email? Because we haven't talked about email for years, right? Like,
No, I don't. I mean, because, everybody just sends a text or.
Yeah.
Or like email.
So don't send it to Christy. Don't send it to Christy at thepodgram.com. She won't get it. I'll pass her messages on to her.
Sort of,
Oh,
Bill just sent me a text again. Sorry.
Now this is funny. Now, but you got to give the guy a break though, because we have not been doing. Yeah, because we haven't been doing the thing.
No, I don't. It's 11 minutes after 9. He has no business texting me at 11 minutes after 9. He knows because I talked to him at 10 minutes of 9.
Oh, and so he knew we were on for today then at that point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I even sent him a text and said, why, in all caps, like I'm yelling, why are you texting me at 4 minutes to the show?
Poor Phil.
Now he is training somebody.
Yeah.
Because
he's leaving his job.
He's leaving.
Yeah.
He got a promotion. Well, I mean, he accepted another job. He's moving on to a better position. Thank God. More money. Yay. Yay.
More money is a good thing. Yeah. More money.
Exactly.
Money. Yeah.
More money. More money.
Mm-hmm.
And so another guy just started. And it was like, kind of kismet that this new guy just started. So he's now training the new guy on how to do what he did.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
So he should be busy.
Yeah, he's got stuff to do.
Like, stop texting me.
He's got no time for gold bricking right now. But he does a lot of gold bricking though, doesn't he?
No. He's good.
Is he good?
He's really, no, I mean, like he feels guilty if he's not super busy all the time.
Yeah.
Like super, super, super busy all the time. And it's a quality that I love in him.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this text that I got this morning. It was a post on Facebook, and I absolutely loved it. And I loved it so much that I shared it. Mm-hmm. And it's a very unique, it's one of those things that once you hear it, it's going to stick with you kind of things. Mm-hmm. And I'll read it quick. It says, a man saw a snake being burned to death and decided to take it out of the fire. When he did, the snake bit him. Mm-hmm. The bite caused excruciating pain. The man dropped the snake, and the reptile fell right back into the fire. The man tried to pull it out again, and the snake bit him. Someone who was watching approached the man and said, excuse me, but don't you understand that every time you try to get the snake out of the fire, it's going to bite you? Why are you being so stubborn? The man replied, the nature of the snake is to bite, but it's not going to change my nature, which is to help. So with that, with the help of the metal pole, the man took the snake out of the fire and saved its life. Do not change your nature because someone harms you. Do not lose your essence. Only take precautions. Worry more about your conscience than your reputation. Your conscience is what you are. Your reputation is simply what others think of you. And what other people think of you is not your problem. It's theirs.
Huh.
Wow.
There's a lot of truth to that.
I mean, seriously. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, what they said is true. I mean, if you're going to be a helper, you got to understand people are going to hurt you.
Yeah.
And that lesson has taken me years to understand.
Yeah.
Because I am a helper.
Yes.
You know, I'm a helper.
Oh, yeah. To your own detriment sometimes.
Ugh, horrifically to my own detriment.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is what it is.
Well, it is.
But I've been sharing that, and then my friends have been sharing that and saying thank you and my friend Gabby posted it this morning. So thank you, Gabrielle Michaels, for posting that this morning.
Yes.
So.
I think Cassidy left us.
Oh.
That's all right.
That's okay.
Yeah. She came by. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters, yeah.
So the second thing that I wanted to bring up this morning.
Yes.
Is the lovely Rome School District.
Okay.
Good God.
Yes.
They are eliminating summer school. Completely. They're eliminating summer school.
Well, let's talk about that for a second, because Emily, actually, she got out of summer school by at the 11th hour. She pulled it off with her SOGs.
Really?
EOGs.
Nice.
Yeah. So she doesn't have to go to summer school now. And today is the first day of summer break for the kids here. But
really?
Yeah. And we're not year round here.
But how are you out of school already?
Because we didn't have 80 snow days. They actually had makeup days. Well, no, you know what they did? Instead of adding makeup days, they added like 10 minutes to the school day for the rest of the year.
Really?
Yeah.
They could do that?
I guess. Because that's what they did. I started getting there. I was like, damn, they're late getting out. Every day? What's up with that? And then finally Melanie says, oh, yeah, they added 10 minutes to every school day for the rest of the year instead of making them do makeup days at the end.
Backwoods people.
Well, it is. And it really is. And then the other thing was, and I think that, I don't think it's limited to here, but summer school here was like 8 to noon. It wasn't like a full day. And it's only for, what is it, like a month and a half or something like that. It's not for the whole summer. It's for like a month or whatever. So, you know, my thinking on that is, what are they really doing in summer school for 3-4 hours a day? What is it? How are they really making up for getting crappy grades all year by doing that? And I thought it was really kind of wasteful. It's a waste of.
Well, this is their stance. Okay. They said this is a budgetary decision for the most part.
Yeah.
We started the budget several $1 million in gap, and as a part of that, we spend minimal funding on summer school to begin with, and we felt that it was a solution to part of the problem. Mm-hmm. The superintendent said summer school costs roughly $130,000 a year. Mm-hmm. And he added that more than half of the students who attend summer school are retaking physical education classes. Mm-hmm. All the classes don't need to be made up in the summertime. Students have an opportunity to do what they need the first time around during the course of the school year. But some parents aren't happy with the decision. Mm-hmm. Kevin Sharp, who's a Rome resident, said, I don't think it's fair. I think they need to stay off education. They want to cut everything that keep kids out of trouble. I mean, what more do they want?
Yeah.
Now, what triggered me about this particular article is that they cut it because the kids are having to retake physical education.
See, I don't think...
What the hell is going on in the PE classes?
Because I think even if you just dress out, you get a passing grade. I don't think you really have to do much of anything.
My fat ass passed PE, and if I can do it, you can do it.
Well, and why are they even making that a summer school thing? That's not one of the 4 core subjects that matter. You know, that's if you fail PE, too bad. I don't think they should send you to summer school for that.
Physical education, come on.
I know. I don't think they should be sending you to summer school for PE. I think if it's not one of the...
My 11th grade year, I got into a schmiddle of trouble in physical education.
A schmiddle?
Yes.
A schmiddle.
A schmiddle.
Yeah.
And I had a teacher who decided she was going to be a schmiddle physically abusive.
I see.
She had her favorites. She was the coach of the girls lacrosse team. And if you weren't on the lacrosse team or the soccer team, you were not her favorite.
Lacrosse, there's your sport.
So she was living with the middle school gym teacher.
Mm-hmm.
If that tells you anything. So she had her grade book in her hands, like, because she had to check off and make sure everybody was there for attendance. And we were running out to the field, and she's like, come on, she's like, come on, let's go. Whack. Yeah. And she hit me in the rear end with her grade book.
Oh, see, now, today, though.
And I was not appreciative.
Right.
Of her little love tap.
But that wouldn't fly today.
And my parents were not appreciative of her little love tap.
Yeah.
And I had really severe asthma. I still do. I have like a nebulizer and inhalers and all that crap because it gets bad.
Started breathing like Darth Vader.
My gym excuse had run out. It ran out 2 days before. Mm-hmm. And she still made me run the mile. Mm. And I wound up having like a bloody nose running all down the front of my t-shirt. And when I finally got done and my friend cut a lap off of the mile for me, I ran directly out of the gym. Yeah. And she's like, where are you going? Where are you? And I ran upstairs.
I kill you.
Went directly to the principal's office with my big bloody shirt everywhere.
Yeah.
Sat down and said, call my mom.
Now.
My mom came in, took one look at me, walked into the principal's office, slammed the door.
Yeah.
And I swear to you, I've never heard words come out of that woman's mouth like that ever.
22 minutes after right here on the Podgram.
The Podgram with Tom and Christy. Join the conversation. 855-PODGRAM.
22 after right now on the Podgram. We are live on TuneIn. You can get us on the iPhone, Android, or Windows app, or you can listen right on your web browser. And we're also on YouTube Live. And we had three people. Now we don't. So, it feels like that we've been.
I'm try not to take that personally.
No, but it feels like that we've been on doing today's show for like 40 minutes.
I know.
But it's only like 22 after right now.
Well, the gym teacher agreed to a write-up for ignoring the needs of a child.
Yeah.
And I agreed to flunk a semester of PE.
Huh.
So my senior year, I wound up having to take it. And how my schedule laid out is I had to take it twice a week. I had to take it Monday first, twice on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Who in their right mind wants to take gym twice in one day?
That's kind of stupid, really.
And then once on Friday. But the class that I failed was once on Wednesday, once on Monday.
Yeah.
And then my senior year credit was once on Wednesday, once on Friday.
Yeah.
So I showed up to one day of the first semester of my senior year, and I bagged every other Wednesday of the first semester of my senior year.
I see.
So I got one day for participation.
It's Mel. Hi. Looking all haughty with that shirt. You're not going to say hi to us? Huh? All right.
So I got one day for participation.
Look, I got coffee.
That's it?
She brought me coffee.
Thank you. Oh, she's so sweet.
She is. She is.
And then I passed.
That's crazy.
Take that with your grade book.
That's crazy talk.
I know. I do a gym twice on Wednesday. I didn't want to do it once on Wednesday.
I'm sorry.
I did it twice a week like I was supposed to.
That's just stupid.
I mean, come on.
That's stupid.
Do I look like a gym kind of girl? I'm more of a mathlete than an athlete.
I'm neither one.
Yeah, no. I'll pass.
I'm sorry. I'm posting up on the Podgram Facebook page. Publish.
But But I think what bothers me the most about this summer school thing is that what happens to these kids who really need it? Have you ever had to go to summer school?
No.
I had to go once in 7th grade.
Really?
I failed 7th grade math. And I had to repeat it in summer school. And it actually gave me because there were only like 8 of us in the class who failed it.
Yeah.
But because there were only 8 of us in the class, it gave me that one-on-one time.
Yeah.
To actually learn what I needed to learn, do what I needed to do, and catch up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started 8th grade and I attacked it and I was on point.
Yeah.
What about those kids?
I just, I mean, they had me in special ed, so I was in classes of like 8 kids anyways. Because remember now, when I was in elementary school for a while, junior high, and then high school as far as I went, I was stupid. See?
Which is crazy to me because, I mean, I think it's that you have a brilliance with certain things, like things that interest you.
Yes. And there's a lot of stuff in school that really didn't interest me at all.
Yeah.
That was the problem with some of that, was that I just didn't,
Yeah. Exactly.
But the thing is, though, about that is that I evidently I absorbed some of that knowledge.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, because I look at Facebook, and I look at the way I look down the news feed, and and I look at people that are my age, younger, and nobody seems to know how to spell. Nobody seems to know how to use punctuation.
If it weren't for spell check, there would be.
I'm one of the few people that spell check actually winds up screwing me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, is it possible that the people that program the spell check dictionary, they can't spell either? I don't know, but it will correct me when I'm already correct.
Yeah.
So evidently, this goes back to the point. Evidently, I learned something. I love the help wanted sign that's in mixed case letters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Capital letter in the middle of a word. I like that. Because people are morons. And let me also say this again.
The Podgram with Tom and Christy. Join the conversation. 855-PODGRAM.
28 minutes after right now, almost halfway through the show that we feel like we've already. This feels like a 2-hour special.
Not.
It's just going on and on and on and on. Like the Energizer Bunny. I knew this morning when you texted me. I knew I had nothing. I got nothing.
See, I do.
Well, you do.
And this is why you pay me.
And yarn, maybe. That's what I need to do. I need to send you a yarn.
But I do love yarn.
I know you do. I know. I saw your sign, will work for yarn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. But not just any yarn. It can't be the cheap crap. It's got to be the good stuff.
No, I like the cheap crap. I like the, yeah.
All right. Well.
No, I do.
Don't undervalue yourself and work for cheap yarn. Get the good stuff.
So the next thing I want to talk about is a couple of days ago, Southwest Airlines.
Oh, boy.
Which, by the way, another dog died on Delta.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't like Southwest Air.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't like it.
I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air about Southwest, but Southwest got themselves in a little bit of trouble.
Did they now?
They asked a mom to prove that her biracial baby was hers.
You do that, and I'm going to look for something that I have on the computer here. So I'm going to focus on you.
So Southwest apologized to a mom that they asked to prove that their biracial baby was hers before she boarded a flight. They apologized after an employee asked the mother to provide a birth certificate or passport. University of California, Berkeley women's basketball coach Lindsay Gottlieb tweeted at the airline after the experience she described as demeaning and insensitive.
Hey, let's hold that thought. Let's take a quick break here. Can we take a quick break?
You be going on vacation? See, the thing is, if you about to be up out this bitch, check it. Peep Delta. We be flying all over this bitch. Let me ask you something. You fixing to raise up and get your travel on? From the interior to the exterior, you gots to get your posterior in one of these big-ass planes. Shit, dog. You lay in the cut straight sitting on your ass, getting your drink on and your snack on, while we floss and fly this mofo all over this bitch. East Coast, West Coast, it don't matter. We'll get you to your hoe and back lickety-split. No shit. Then you be back at your crib chilling with a flat spliff. At Delta, it's laid out like that. Call one of these fly-ass Delta coochies and make all those punk-ass coworkers of yours catch the vapors as you be off. Up and out. You going? We fly you there. You been? We already flew up in there. We got you covered like a Jimmy hack. At Delta, we loves us some flying, and it be showing like a motherfucker.
So there you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she says, I'm appalled that after approximately 50 times flying with my 1-year-old son, the ticket counter personnel told me that I had to prove that he was my son, despite having his passport.
Yeah.
She said that we have a different last name, I guess because he has a different skin color. Gottlieb wrote, addressing the airline on Twitter. Oh my goodness. Gottlieb details that the employee first asked for the baby's birth certificate, then asked to see a Facebook post of mother and child as proof of their relationship.
What?
Before being allowed to board a flight from Denver to Oakland, California on Sunday. She also points out that the mother on the plane, whose baby has a different last name, told her that she'd never been asked to prove that the baby was hers. Not shockingly, a mixed-race family, Gottlieb said. The coach's fiance, Patrick Martin, who is black, was also traveling with them, according to the Associated Press. They reached out to her, but were unable to get in contact with her. Chrissy Teigen also chimed in and said that she also has the same issues because she has 2 children with, oh my gosh, what's his name?
I don't know.
Yeah, but she has a mixed race children also.
Yeah.
And it's difficult when you have children that are of a different skin color and you try to board a plane. I guess she learned it's a precaution and it's a very real threat of child trafficking. Chrissy Teigen commented. She stopped being exasperated with it now that she's kind of worried when they don't ask.
So now what are we going to have to do? Because here's the thing. This is how come they're not doing the same thing with people that are of the same race? Parents.
Oh, it's with John Legend. She has 2 kids with John Legend. I'm sorry.
Okay. But look, a mother gets on a plane with a white kid and they're both white. It's not a big deal. Nobody raises an eyebrow. But listen, the whole biracial thing, that ain't new.
No.
That ain't new at all. That's very commonplace to see that now. In the 80s and the 70s and even the, it was rare.
Yeah.
But today.
But if a white mom gets on a plane with a Chinese child,
nobody raises an eyebrow.
They won't say a word.
Yeah.
Because, they just adopted. Oh, how cute.
Last time we went to Chuck E. Cheese, I hate that place.
Yeah.
It is like a cesspool of kid goo.
The ball pit of death.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, not just the ball. I was walking, looking for my kid, and there was a crappy diaper open on the floor. Now, and let me also tell you that this particular establishment is in a poor city near us. There's a military base, but otherwise the city is very poor. Very low income. And when you get into areas like that, and I'm not saying anything about a particular race.
Yeah.
Because trailer trash comes in all colors. I'm just saying,
Yep.
Anyway, but this place was just nasty. But when you walk in, and I don't know if this is all the chunky cheeses or whether it's just that one, but when you go in, they have this stamp that goes on your hand.
Yeah.
And it's like UV reactive ink. So you don't see it unless they wave a UV light over your hand. And it's got a number on it. And the parent and the kid's numbers are all the same.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you leave and you've got kids, they check you out with a black light to make sure all the numbers match.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That I did like. That's one of the few things at Chuck E. Cheese I actually like.
So they do that at all the chunky cheeses, not just the one?
Yeah.
So I thought that was neat. But are we going to have to start coming down and getting IDs for our children so that we can prove who they are and who they belong with? And
I mean,
I get the safety aspect of it. I get that. But you can't treat some people differently than others based on appearances, see, because now people's feelings get hurt. And then there's this whole uprising, and then people occupy places and things, and it's just, look, I mean, if you're going to do it to one, do it to everybody.
yeah, I get it.
That's all I'm saying. As my buddy Greg says, that's all I'm trying to say.
But I mean, I see their point, but to ask for a Facebook post of the two of them together,
That's pretty out there. So now Facebook is an accepted identification at the airport.
well, it's Facebook official, so
So
you
it
know,
must be true. It's on the internet. It's got to be true.
I mean,
Right?
come on,
Right?
it's not official until it's Facebook official.
And it's, you know what? That's stupid. I don't like Southwest Airlines anyways. I've flown on Southwest one time, and I felt like I was getting into a 77 Ford Gran Torino when I boarded the plane. The seats were wore out, and they had leather seats, but they were all nasty and, stretched out, and I felt like I was on, cheapo air.
yeah,
Now, JetBlue, by contrast.
those were nice.
And they all have like TVs in the headrest in front of you.
Really?
So when I used to fly to Boston on JetBlue, and it was always a late night flight. Now, the flight coming back from Boston was like, dark 30, and that kind of sucked. But going to Boston, and the plane was never full. I always had like the whole row of seats to myself. So I would set this screen on what I wanted to watch, like Everybody Loves Raymond or whatever. They have like, 30 cable channels you can watch, a satellite. And then on the next headrest, I would set, because they have the GPS that you can watch the GPS to see where you are and what your, what the altitude is and your airspeed and all that stuff. So I've got the one on Raymond, and I got the one in the middle on the GPS, and I'm watching the GPS more than I'm watching Raymond, because I want to, if we're going to crash, I want to see it coming. I want to know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, so speaking of Everybody Loves Raymond,
Oh, wow.
I have a new Crown convert.
Oh, See, you're trying to get me to watch that, and I haven't had a chance to go do that yet.
I have a new Crown convert.
Do you know?
I started getting Jen to watch The Crown,
Yeah.
and she likes it. I think she's up to episode 4 now.
All right, hold that thought.
The Podgram with Tom and Christy.
They're still at it.
I'm walking two people talk about nothing.
Join the conversation. 855-PODGRAM.
It is 20 minutes in front of the hour right here. We're doing the Podgram live on YouTube, and you can also catch us on TuneIn. And there's, God dog it, what's that app that you can get for your Amazon thing? There's another thing that you can get and listen to it there. I don't know. It's on the website, thepodgram.com. You can also listen to us live there if you don't want to put an app on anything. But anyway, TuneIn. You can get us on TuneIn, and then right now on YouTube. And sometimes
And we're on Amazon Channel 401, right?
yeah, but there's an app you have to install to make that work. I'd have to go to the website and look see what it is. But in any case, yeah. So, and over there, when you listen on TuneIn, we are actually streaming 24 hours. You can listen to,
Very nice.
Yeah. Ooh, very good. Yeah.
Very nice.
Unless I have a moment and I forget to schedule stuff to play, which has happened a lot lately. But then I've been sick, so leave me alone.
You were in the hospital. You get amnesty for that.
Okay, all right. It's funny because I was laying in the hospital with my phone trying to use TeamViewer to get into the computer and create a playlist and get it rolling again.
That's so funny.
I know. Even on my deathbed, I'm like, I gotta get stuff on the air. Like a program.
So I have a new convert. I'm so excited.
The Crown. Now, why don't you do a brief synopsis of what that is for those who don't know?
It's basically the life and times of Queen Elizabeth and the people in her life from the moment and the years leading up to her taking the throne and to the current.
Yeah.
Now, they've only done the first 2 seasons, which is the way they do it is they have 2 actors who are doing Prince Philip and Claire Foy, who is doing the young Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And now the next 2 seasons are going to be featuring 2 different actresses, 2 different actors who are portraying her and Prince Philip as middle-aged, where we've already seen the birth of her kids. We see her take the throne. We see her coronation. It's so, for me, it's exciting because I'm a history buff.
Yeah. Now, you were explaining to me what that show is. You were telling me all about it the other day. You got to watch it, got to watch it, got to watch it. And I'm sitting there and you're giving me kind of the synopsis and I'm thinking, I'm not interested in that.
How can you, the things that I love the most about it is that I got to see some historical things that I never knew.
Yeah.
Like how she even got to be queen.
Yeah.
Was because King George's brother, King Edward, advocated the throne to marry Wallis Simpson. Everybody knows that. They took history, World War II history.
Everybody
knows
it.
What?
Yeah. Everybody.
Not you?
Everybody knows it. Yeah.
Everybody, right?
Everybody knows.
Everybody.
Common knowledge.
But there's things I never knew about Wallis Simpson. There's things that I never knew about Prince Edward, which he's now not Prince Edward anymore. He's not even a prince. He's just like the Duke of something. I have no idea. I don't care.
Just some dude that hangs at the bar down the street. That's all he is now.
He's King Nothing now because he had to agree to step down to some lowly nothingness to exiled to nowhere because he hooked up with what's her name. But what we didn't realize
but in America, when you hook up with what's her name, you get to be president.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
But what I didn't realize is how many ties the 2 of them had to Hitler and the Nazis. And they explain all of that, and that's a big part of why he was sent off and exiled for as long as he was.
Hi, Mike Fusco. He's hanging out in the chat. He says he'd have to agree. Seems like a chick show. It is. I'm sure it is a chick show.
In some ways, it kind of is a chick show. But my husband is a huge history nut, and he's agreed to watch it with me. And I think it's partially just so that I'll shut up. But
there might be that. There might be other motivating factors.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Because
I'm 100% sure on that.
Because guys will do stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But it ain't free. They're just going to cost you something. It's going to cost you.
Yeah, I think a month and a half ago, I wanted the air conditioners put in the windows, and
I don't think that's it.
Phil wasn't having it. He just was not wanting to do it.
Oh, I see. So this is where the barter system came in.
I said to my son, I was like, watch. I'm going to get Dad to put the air conditioners in the windows.
And he'll have them in record time.
And he goes, no, you're not. And I said, watch.
Yeah.
It's so easy. And he goes, how are you going to do it? And I said, Phil, can you put the air in? I don't really feel like it. And I said, never mind, I'll do it.
That's not the payment he was looking for.
And he goes, Phil says, fine, I'll do it.
Mm.
And Evan goes, high five, Mom. That's diabolical.
Yeah. Now segueing back to chick shows, there's a lot of them that I'll watch.
Yeah.
I'll watch chick shows with Mel, and I like them.
This Is Us.
Yeah,
I
I'll watch
got
that.
you
I'll
and
watch
Mel
that.
both into This Is Us because I think I did this same spiel with you after I watched This Is Us.
You did. And it like a couple of weeks later, I'm like, let me go see what that's all about.
I got you and Mel into This Is Us.
Yeah.
And I think half the world is into This Is Us.
It is. So now so for me, it's okay. I don't mind wasting 45 minutes of my night watching that. Well, actually, Hulu, I'm cheap. I don't pay the extra for the commercial-free Hulu, so I get a couple of commercials. So it's like 53 minutes, actually. I think there's like 10 minutes of commercials. It's not the full, 17 minutes that you get on network TV, but it's,
Well, the cool thing about This Is Us is you can go on the NBC app.
Yeah.
You can download the NBC app and you can watch most of the episodes. You just can't watch them like right as they come out.
See, the thing is,
you have to unlock them.
Well, now on Hulu, you can watch them next day.
Yeah. But you have to pay for that. But if you
I pay a monthly fee for Hulu. It's like $8 or something. It's not much. It's a lot less than cable because we got rid of cable. We got rid of cable TV here a while back. Yeah. Because they sent me, I got this bundle deal from Spectrum Communications. I got this bundle deal. And it was 3 services for like $99 a month. Now, it was internet, which was 100 meg, which is fine. That's cool. That's all I really wanted was the internet. TV package and phone, which I didn't use. I never ever. But they wouldn't let me drop that and still get the bundle deal. So I had to,
Yeah.
So fast forward 12 months, and I get a bill for like $280. From $99 to $280. And I said, you know what? I had to really kind of think about how much TV do I watch? I watched maybe one show a week on cable TV.
Yeah.
It was like Graveyard Cars or one of the Velocity Channel or Stacey David's Gears because I do the voice for Stacey David's Gears, and that's pretty cool. But outside of that, I didn't watch nothing. And then the kids didn't watch anything except for Steve. He would watch, I don't know, Paw Patrol or something. Every so often on the on-demand thing. I can't justify spending that kind of money for that.
No.
Buddy, I'll buy you the DVDs. If you got to see Paw Patrol, I'll go get you the DVD collection.
Yeah, because you're only going to watch the same 6 episodes of back to back to back anyway.
And Amazon Prime Video added the Dukes of Hazzard, all 7 seasons.
Yay!
Now, but the problem with this is going to be, I'm going to tell you right now what's going to happen. Somebody's going to be offended because there's a Confederate flag on the car. And there's going to be bitching and moaning. And Amazon's going to say, all right, we'll take it off.
Or they'll find a way to etch it out.
Oh, they're not going to go through. They're not going to go through the hassle for that. They're not going to go through the hassle. They'll just get rid of it. But the thing is, if you've ever watched the Dukes, they're not racist. They help everybody.
No.
Yeah.
If anything, they're more, equal opportunity. Everybody love everybody.
Yeah, I fight corruption and crime. I bought a General Lee die-cast replica.
Mm-hmm.
And in the packaging, they put an orange sticker over top of the Confederate flag on the car so that you could not see it in the package. You could look at the car, but not see the flag. And then when you take it out of the package, you peel the thing off and the flag's there. But the way they packaged this car, there was an orange sticker over top of the Confederate flag so you couldn't see it through the package. So nobody would be offended.
I just rocked my room with the eye roll.
Things were quaking. I know. Everybody's got to be offended about it. I'm just so offended. I just can't believe they put that in a thing. Get a bitch and moan until they take it off. Oh, no. Oh, no. We've lost Christy. Well, let's see if we can't get her back real quick here. That was... I hate when that happens. What happened?
I hit a button on my keyboard.
I figured that's what happened. You just went away too quickly.
I know. I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's all right. At least I know it wasn't Rectum Communications this time, right?
So now I'm starting a new series called The Paradise.
Yeah.
And The Paradise is about like the first department store.
Yeah.
And there's like all these kind of little subplots and things. And it's set in like the late 1800s. And
yeah,
I'm kind of longing with it, but I'm not like totally in love with it yet.
You know what I like? Superstore. Have you seen Superstore?
Yes.
Sometimes when I'm in Walmart, I'll ask if the employees are outgoing, I'll say, hey, do you watch? Oh, yeah, we watch Superstore. Or as I call it, Stupid Store. Yeah.
That's like asking the cashiers if they ever look at People of Walmart and they're like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the website thing?
Oh, yeah.
We should probably do some of that one day here pretty soon. We should probably pull some pictures of that and show those. That'd be fun. That'd be fun.
A best of People of Walmart.
You know what else is fun?
The Podgram with Tom and Christy.
They're still at it.
I'm walking two people talk about nothing.
Join the conversation. 855-PODGRAM.
It's fun to get phone calls at 855-PODGRAM. Melanie said to me last night she was auditing the books and says, how much does the toll-free number cost you? Like, it's more than I need to spend because nobody calls it. But it's cool.
Well, I mean, once in a while we get calls. I mean, Chrissy calls.
Chrissy calls, yeah. When we do the Facebook Live.
She's working today.
we got to fix it where we can do the Facebook Live thing because that's really, yeah.
So tonight.
Yeah?
Drum roll, please.
Don't have one.
Tonight, Miss Jennifer Brewer and her lovely daughter Megan and I are going to see Imagine Dragons.
Oh, that's cool.
Woohoo!
That's cool.
Whatever it takes. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I got to stop before I get FCC audited.
Before we get copyright flagged from YouTube again. That's. I got to tell you, that's a pain in the ass.
It is.
They flagged us for copyright infringement or for violating copyright because of this music on this thing right here. This is the thing we run before the show starts.
Yeah.
And they flagged us for copyright on that.
And the funny part is that you bought and paid for that CD.
Yes, it's a music library.
You paid the FCC for that rights to that music.
I didn't pay the FCC, but I did pay the publisher.
Well, yeah, I mean, but you paid for the rights to that music.
That's right. To use for stuff like this, right?
That's its intention.
And
whoever is their flagger needs to, like...
Well, I think what happens... I think it's an automated process because we've used that same piece of music on like 5 or 6 different videos on YouTube. We started that countdown thing, and it was only after the last show that we did that it flagged only the one, not all the other ones where we used it. And it tells you copyright violation from 0.3 seconds to 1 minute and 3 seconds. And then you click the thing and it'll play that music. So this is the problem. And what happens, I think it's automated. And it thinks, okay, this is close enough to this other piece of music. So it must be the same thing. So, and I want to say thanks to Bob's Music Cafe because that's where the music came from. Bob's Music Cafe.
I'm guessing that you were wearing a watch outside.
Outside? Oh, because of my stripe? No, I forgot to wear my watch today. Look, you can see where my wedding band was too.
You know, that's funny because Phil is so anal retentive that he will not wear a watch in the summertime. Because he doesn't want the stripe.
Well, if you always have the watch on, you don't see the stripe.
But he just will not wear a watch.
And he has to go around shirtless all summer because he doesn't, you know.
He does. And he does. You know, it was so funny because Jen and the girls were over yesterday. Her husband's in Connecticut on a business trip, and they came over and they went swimming yesterday and had dinner with us. And I put some suntan oil on Phil, and he's like, "Yeah, slather me up because I want to get so dark that people question my immigration status."
That's too funny.
And I swear, I sometimes I think Jen is like coming over here is like entering a whole nother planet.
Yeah, well, you know, and it's funny because Evan, your son, was running around there for a long time shirtless, wouldn't put a shirt on.
All the time.
I kept saying
he never wears.
He'd keep popping up like, buy the boy a shirt. Jesus.
And he does. He's like, I'm going to go shirtless. Wrong. And he does now, too. Like,
now,
as soon as he rips it off.
Travis really likes wearing golf shirts.
I wonder why.
Well, and then now Steve wears golf shirts and these like shorts similar to the ones that, you know, like the plaid, you know, the nice, decent shorts. No, they're not jorts. I understand jorts are out of style now. I didn't know that. But, you know, I'm old, so I guess I could wear jorts and like a members only jacket, and people would just say, "Well, he's just old. He just doesn't know."
Black socks and sandals.
Crocs.
Hey, that's not funny. I wear socks and Crocs all the time.
Socks and Crocs. Oh, that's too much.
I wear socks and Crocs to go out and get the mail all the time.
But to get the mail, I've got Crocs on now. The cheesy clog Crocs, right, with the holes in them. And I'll wear them out. I don't care. I've directed traffic in them. I don't care.
Oh, I wear my Crocs everywhere. I love my Crocs.
Yeah. I've got shoes. I got a new pair of New Balance tennis shoes. I've worn them once because I like the Crocs.
My family. You want to talk hideodorous? My husband has these Vibram 5-finger things that look, you know, they fit to your toes.
Yeah, they look like gloves for your feet.
Gloves for your feet.
Yeah.
And he wore them we have a Saturday date. Like every Saturday we get together, just him and I, we leave the kids home. And even if it's just going grocery shopping, we just run our errands on Saturday morning and it's just our alone time.
Yeah.
And he wore those stupid things. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, you know what Melanie would have said if we were going to go out and I had something like that on my feet. You know what she would say? I don't know who the hell you think you're going out with, but you better go change those.
I didn't notice until after we were already out, and I was like, hey, that's great. That's birth control right there, babes.
I
Not a problem.
I used to have a problem wearing Crocs out anywhere.
Why?
Just because I don't, same reason I don't wear sandals. I had a pair of sandals once upon a time that when we went to Florida, Melanie says, you need a nice pair like J-Dubs. You know what J-Dubs are?
No.
Jesus walkers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, not the flip-floppy, foamy kind, but the leather ones, you know, the nice, the decent ones, you know.
Yeah.
That you could wear with a pair of decent shorts and a golf shirt.
I have some nice Jesus sandals, yeah.
Yeah. And I just always felt vulnerable. I don't want people to see my feet.
Yeah, well, it depends. If your feet look like you could snatch a trout out of a lake, then you shouldn't be wearing sandals.
Right. What was the other one? What was the other one about the bananas? What was that one?
Oh, monkey toes.
Yeah.
Like you picking bananas. My son's got monkey toes.
Yeah, my kids all have monkey toes. They're
like another set of hands.
Yeah, they grow out of it, but yeah. My kids have always had monkey toes. Yeah,
I didn't grow out of it.
Yes, you did.
I have my feet are another set of hands. I swear.
Oh, that's too funny. Crack open a beer with them bad boys.
Because when I'm lazy, and I drop something over the side of the bed, I can just reach down and grab it.
Pull the sheets. I can tuck the sheets back.
Totally get lazy.
I can tuck the sheets back in with my feet.
So much fun. Oh, hold on. I'll change the channel.
No, I got it. Let me. Don't you hate? I don't. Well, see, I'm tall, so my feet hang over the bed. And
no
I
matter
can't,
what. Yeah.
And I can't stand when the sheet comes untucked. Now my feet are sticking out.
Yeah, I
It's like the lagoon monster from the deep is waiting at the foot of the bed, you know, for the sheet to come out so it can get me. Oh, that is our show for today. Wow, that was kind of painful, but fun all at the same time. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
The Podgram, copyright 2018, Big Tower Media. So don't be stealing our stuff.